What's up guys, it's Captain Production 72 and welcome to Rebel Army 2023. So, it's been 2 years since I last done a Rebel Army. Why has it been 2 years? One, I don't really buy, I do buy some sets based off the Rebel Alliance, but it's not something I actively army build. I don't go out and buy like 10 Rebel Battle Packs or anything like that. It's not like it's heavily done as things like my Clone Army. See, my Clone Army is the only one I've intentionally built. The Imperial one just keeps going because I keep buying Imperial base sets because they keep coming out of them. The Droid Army, like this one, has not been, until a couple of weeks ago, had not been seen for about 2 years. So we're back. I don't know if there'll be a one for next year, but if this video does well and if I for some reason buy more, not too much has been added, but you know, I've got a few. We've even got a couple of editions. We've got a really cool edition in the back, which if you've not seen my video from earlier in the day unboxing it, why not check that out. We've even got a set that was swapped out for a newer version with me having sold the older version. But yeah, the minifigures is a bit bigger than I thought it would be. See, I didn't know which versions of Luke, Han and Leia to include, so I just included every single one I have. So this outnumbers the kind of trooper part. You've got all your kind of ships. We've got a sealed set in the back that we'll talk about. So let's jump right into all of those minifigures right now. Starting here, we have two versions of Lando. We have his general version and his Cloud City version, which is not the real one. It is the 20th anniversary one. We've got Admiral Akbar, General Crix Madine, Mon Mothma, two versions of Leia. The yellow tone is the 20th anniversary one. We've got the original Hoth version. We've got Boushh Leia, and we got Endor Leia. Two versions of Luke, the 2014 DK collectible book version, which is because he's not the 99 one, because the 99 one does not have the back printing. Then we got a 2007 one with no pupils coming over here at the back next row. We have another Luke Skywalker. This one does have the pupils. It's from 2010. We got three more Farm Boy Luke minifigures. It's a figure that I have quite a few versions of. As you can see, coming along this way we have Stormtrooper Luke, which is the original one. We got the Celebration Luke. We got the 20th anniversary Pilot Luke. Two Pilot Lukes from 2006. 2010 version and 2019 version. We have the most recent Bespin Luke showing out here. If we come over here, we have more Luke. Luke Skywalker is a character that I have a lot of. We got Dagobah Jedi Luke. We got the original Endor Luke, Jedi Luke from 2008, 2013 Rancor Pit Luke. We've got Return of the Jedi kind of dual version of Luke. We've got the one from the Mandalorian. We've got a couple Obi-Wan Kenobis. I thought, since you know he's with Luke in the original trilogy, even as a Force Ghost, why not throw him in here? Plus, he's Obi-Wan Kenobi, it just makes sense. We've got his 2011 version, we've got a 2010 version, 2014 and 2020 versions, respectively. Coming here, we have two versions of Han Solo. Again, I'll just quickly show one of the backs. It's the 20th anniversary ones from 2019 is the ones that you're seeing. We've got Han Solo Stormtrooper, the original version, coming up the back, and well done me, I successfully knocked over a minifigure. We have three versions of Han Solo Hoth. We have his 2009 version with the parka, the 2006 version without it, and kind of his regular kind of Empire Strikes Back kind of clothing. So yeah, we have some Han Solo in his kind of skiff / carbonite outfit. I didn't bother including the carbonite bricks in this. I don't know, they just don't look right in the display, but I do have the original one from 2000 and then the moulded piece which started in 2010, so I've got both. So we've got 2006, 2012, 2016 and 2017 versions. We've got an OG version of Han in his Return of the Jedi outfit. That's pretty cool. We've got three versions of Chewbacca. One with the crossbow, one with handcuffs, and one with nothing. We've got Sabine Wren chilling over here. Come up all the way back, the final row of this section. Just the camera. We got Ezra Bridger, K2SO, U3PO, K3PO, C3PO, R2D2, R2D2, Dagobah. Yes, I have multiple versions of R2 and 3PO, I just didn't want to put all of them in this. We got R4, it's R4 or R5, the one from the X-Wing. This one here, I ended up forgetting. In fact, 1 second, I can tell you that one's name. R5, D8, and then we have Chopper. So after the whole kind of main character section, which was a mouthful, we have these sections. We kind of got the Rebels, kind of fleet troopers, and then some random ones out the back. We've got kind of pilots, and then we've got the Hoth stuff. Let's jump right into this. So here we have 9 of those Rebel fleet troopers. It's all, well, it's a mix. We've got 7 of the ones from 2008, which do, let's do an example of the difference. Do not have pupils on the face. Then we have 2 of the 2012 version, like this one, which do have the pupils. So it's a bit of a change in variant there. We got Anton Merrick, the pilot. We've got a Mon Cala officer, a Scarif rebel, and an Endor rebel. Here we have some pilots, which most of which are names. We've got Jet Porkins, and we've got a quote snowspeeder pilot, Wedge Antilles, Dak Rattler. I'm trying to remember who that other one there is. I think that might be another Wedge Antilles. And then we've got another Dak Rattler, then we've got a A-Wing pilot up the back, then a Tauntaun. Moving on here, we just have various different versions of the Hoth Rebel Trooper. We've got the ones from last year, we've got ones from 2007, 2009, 2015, 2016, and some 2012 variations there. There will be a section at the end, like I did with all the other armies. We'll talk about what I want to add and whether or not there'll be another version, but we'll jump into that point when we get to it. Moving on to the vehicles, we have 2 of these vehicles here. These are the 2008 battle packs in which you got these rebels. I've got 2 of those. Followed by the 2012 X-Wing. So last year I had the last one, which was 2 years ago, I had the 2006 X-Wing. That set I bought really cheaply used and it was a bit yellow. Plus I was always going to want to get the 2012 version because it's my favourite year of LEGO Star Wars. So now that I've got this, I bought this back in August of last year. I sold recently my 06 one and I wouldn't mind getting a second one of these just to, have 2 X-Wings. And they're relatively cheaply priced, so it might happen. We do have the Droid Escape Pod. The reason I included the Droid Escape Pod, this is the 2012 version, is because of, well, it comes out the Tantive 4, which is a Rebel ship, so I just thought it makes sense to count it. Up the back, we have one of my favourite additions, the Home One Mon Calamari Star Cruiser, which, look at this set. This is a really nicely done set. From 2009, it was a 10th anniversary set. You get the A-Wing there, which, I wouldn't mind for doing a future one of these to have one of every wing, at least in play scale. Because also we've got a big B-Wing back there, but we've got the X-Wing and we've got an A-Wing here, so a Y-Wing would be quite good. And of course you've got your command center of your kind of Death Star hologram. We've got a kind of mini build or mid-sized build. I don't know what you'd really want to call the size of this build, but it's an A-Wing in the red. We've got Hoth. Now, I have quite a few Hoth sets. We got 2007 doors, we got the 09 kind of Echo base, and then we got the 20th anniversary snowspeeder, which is basically this snowspeeder with that turret. So that's pretty cool. And then you got some stuff behind those doors. Now the wig one at the back, I literally got this today. This is being filmed the day it's being uploaded. The 2012 UCS B-Wing. So no, I'm not keeping it sealed as an investment or anything. I will be building this. I've just not stopped to sit down and go, right, it's time to build. But it's a really, really nice looking set. And having this out and built, I mean, look, there's a thing about flying there, is enough to motivate me to do another one of these armies next year. But yeah, I really do like this set. It's one I'd wanted for a while, so I'll definitely be getting this out and starting to build it as soon as this has been filmed. We come back here, we'll talk about, what we want for the next one, and if there will be another one soon. So, obviously not my biggest army, the fact that we've covered the whole thing in less than 10 minutes, which is kind of cool, you've got a short form army. Will there be one in 2024? So obviously the Clone Army and Imperial Army are the 2 that always stick around, because they always grow decently. Will I do another Rebel Army? Well, it's hard to say. I do want a few things added to it. I do want the 2012 Y-Wing, because I'm trying to get all the 2012 sets, so if I buy that within the next year, it'll be in here. Also, I've got that B-Wing, which I'm going to build. I do want to buy a few Rebel sets, get a Playscale B-Wing, that kind of thing. Minifigure-wise, I want to add a whole bunch more Endor stuff, because actually one of these, I need a few more. of the different versions. You know, just kind of grow out those rebel factions. Definitely get some of those 2010 Hoth Troopers, you know, from the 8083. Yeah, 8083. Kind of battle pack, that kind of stuff would be kind of cool. But really, other than that, the Rebel Army is not something I'm going to add crazy amounts to. Whether or not I do one next year, who knows? It's the same with the Droid Army. The Droid Army only done this year because I added a whole bunch of figures and the Malevolence. This one, the only really new additions to this is the B-Wing and the Home 1. Yeah, there's quite a few minifigures that have been added. You know, from me having bought the Death Star last year, I get quite a few new Rebel minifigures. The X-Wing is a swap out because I wanted the different X-Wing. And who knows, I might buy a second one of those X-Wings. But this has been Rebel Army 2023. Yes, there's not a lot to show. Yes, it's not very big. But, you know, it's still pretty cool. You know, I thought it'd still be worth showing this. So this is the end of the Army videos for 2023. Every May, for the last couple of years, I have always done Army videos. And obviously the biggest one is still the Clone Army. It'll probably always be the Clone one. But, you know, just give you guys one more look at this in the Army form. But, you know, regardless of it, yeah, if it was really small, I wouldn't do one. But still, nonetheless, it managed to get one out after 2 years. And hopefully I grow this decently so it's not another 2 years in between waiting. But yeah, if there's anything you guys think I should add to this, let me know. Hope you've enjoyed these Army videos in May. Of course, as of June, which I think is, what, Tuesday? No. See, today is the 23rd, so we've got like over a week. So you've kind of got one more kind of planned video. And even at that, it'll probably end up being the B-Wings review. Hopefully. Or it'll be the channel update going into June. So I hope you've enjoyed the Army videos. And just wait till next year for even better Army-based content. I hope you've enjoyed the Clone Army, the Droid Army, the Imperial Army, and now finally the Rebel Army. The circle is complete. Thank you very much for watching.